It's quite a while for me being in a program. Like I said, in most cases when I was asked how did I got involved in the program, I was formerly a teacher, but now then I decided to jump a ship into the other program after uh, seeing where I can have other potential. I joined the program in 1994, where I started as the regional coordinator at the Dr. Ruth Mompati. By then, the program was still sponsored by bakers. And then seeing when the program was introduced, by then, by the coordinator of the Northwest Cricket, by then, the late Mr. Chris Kabi, then I got interested and wanted to know more about the program. I went through the courses that he was conducting by then as a course facilitator. Then I get into the program and I enjoyed the program. And from there, I kept on the program. I became the school coach in one of the school coaches, the schools that I've been teaching at. I was the coach, and I've been working in schools introducing cricket. Then from there, I was, through the passion that I had from the program itself, I ended up being a regional mini-cricket coordinator at the Dr. Ruth Mompati. And what I celebrated, or what I can say, was the peak of my career in this mini-cricket before I became the Northwest Mini-Cricket Program coordinator. It was when I got into contact with Mr. Tomupiri, who was the coordinator by then, who is now the CEO of Limpopo Cricket Union. Now, we get together, we developed mini cricket where it was not even considered to be a program in the Dr. Ruth Mompati, and to make it one of the excellent regions of mini cricket in the Northwest. And along that line, we discussed again, myself and him, to make mini cricket to be more inclusive. Then by then, we were the first province in South Africa, under Cricket South Africa, to introduce the special schools to be part of mini cricket. And seeing from that initiative that we came, myself and the then program coordinator, Mr. Tommy Piri, we seeing that one that these special schools kids are left out. Then the program was seen to be the one that is bringing people together. Then I saw it that through my knowledge and my proposal, now it is working and it is spreading in the whole country, that the special schools not seems to be stigmatized and left out. Then the special schools, as we can see, most now in the Northwest cricket, in the Northwest province, about 80% of the special schools are playing mini cricket. That is how I got involved, and that is how I love this. And being the regional coordinator again, I helped almost 80% of the region, the Dr. Ruth Mompati, to be all of the schools in that region to be introduced to the program. Then I also contributed a lot with the assistance of the then Mr. Tommy Piri to build mini cricket in the whole province. I even went to an extent of moving from the region where I am to go and assist him in the other region. the likes of Bo Janala, Ntlame, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, even running the courses of the program. Then there comes Mr. Rico Ramuketi. I remember one day when being the provincial coordinator, myself being the regional coordinator, there was a test match festival in 2014 at the Super Sport Park where South Africa was playing, the Proteas were playing West Indies. Then by then, it was said that there has to be the kids that will be during the lunchtime when the players went for lunch. The kids must come in to do some activities. Then, by then, the program coordinator was involved with the age groups teams at the CSA weeks. He was at the place, he went to Oudtshoorn. Then he said, please, I know you can do it. I have already organized with the mass participation manager, that is Mr. David Mokopanele, that you will be standing on my behalf. And he agreed because he knows who nation is and that you are be capable of doing that. Then please, you will be going to Pretoria to stand on them. Then I went there, then ran that program as if I am the provincial coordinator, but being the regional coordinator, up until I came to you, the mini cricket coordinator at 2016. I came in at Northwest Cricket as a provincial coordinator. Then from there, I put on my foot on the acceleration, having a lot of awards coming in. That saw me in 2018 being the KFC Mini-Cricket Cricket South Africa Coordinator of the Year. One will always be reminded of what was a passion before, then you said, which means what I was having back then is still there. That means no interest is lost over a time. Then that says to me, which means I'm still at the right track. And which means that says to me, I must keep on doing what I'm doing best. What I want to be my legacy is not to see myself only being successful in as far as mini cricket. I want to see my legacy being something that can be tracked on. That is why I even went to an extent of going international, doing some of the things that I want them to be. I can quote one. During the COVID, where things, the program have stopped and whatever. Now, everything was done virtually. Then immediately after that, there has to be back to school, back to play campaign. Then I decided that as part of my legacy, let me try to form. Yes, we know in South Africa, or as like we have been disadvantaged. Then I say, let me try to start maybe globalizing or bringing in a new vision from outside. Then that saw me as a being. I registered for an international course in cricket, where I saw with the sports management worldwide, there where I did business, international cricket business management, where after finishing up, where I was endorsed as an international cricket scout. Now, during my 2021 provincial seminar, then I said to myself, let maybe if it was not done before, even in Cricket South Africa, let me start small, then it can go wide. Then I said, in my provincial seminar, we normally have in our seminars, just like the national seminar, we do have got the guest speakers. Let in my provincial seminar bring an international expert who happened to be my facilitator in that course to be my guest speaker in that. No one was expecting that one to happen. No one was expecting that one, even at CSA. No one was expecting. Then I said, no, let me start this one. Maybe this one will pave a way for us to be starting small. Yes, we know mini cricket is to start small, but to grow big. Then one of one of my facilitators there, John Print from England, I invited him. I said, please, can you do this one for me? Then he said, yes, we do have got the restrictions nation. I will honor your, but let us do it virtually. Then I said, no problem. We can, as long as we will be having an international version from you. Then he said, then he perfectly done that one. I was appreciated by everyone from the provincial office up until to Cricket South Africa, because I came with a new initiative that was to globalize this mini cricket, to say, here in South Africa, we've got this program. Now, my legacy is to set some of more of those things to make this mini cricket in South Africa to be recognized globally.